So remember that the solution to the equation x to the third power is called the cube root of 216. X to the third power equals 216. It's called the cube root, which is 6. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. The cube root of 216 is written as, and you can see that notation, we can write it as, so we have this thing, normally when we write these, we do not put a number in this location right here. And when we don't put a number there, we assume it's the number 2 for a square root. But if there is a value inside of there, that is the cubed root. So this expression right here, the cubed root of 216 is the number 6. The idea is similar to the idea of a square root, except that the solution 6 must be cubed, multiplied by itself 3 times. I don't like how that's worded. We need 3 factors of 6. If you say multiplied by itself 3 times, are there 4 factors of 6 there? Stop it. 6 times 6 times 6, right, is 216. To get 216. Use this information to evaluate each of the following expressions. Ooh. They even threw a 4th root in there. So let's look at this first one. So I need 3 identical factors that produce an answer of 27. And I happen to know this one because it's a small enough number I deal with it. It is the number 3, right? It is the number 3 because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So there's 3 factors, right? The cube root of 27 is 3. By the way, we can evaluate that on our calculators, can't we? We'll worry about that later. Okay, next one. Ooh, a 4th root. So that means I need a number that I multiply 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of, and I get the number 81. Oh, isn't that nice though that we were just thinking about 27. If I multiply by one more 3, I get 81. Because look, 3 times 3 is 9, times another 3 is 27, times another 3 is 81. So the 4th root of 81 is 3, but there might be a wrinkle in this. Because if I was to think about a negative 3 times a negative 3, that's positive 9, times a negative 3 is negative 27, times a negative 3, that's equal to positive 81. So I don't know how we deal with the principal root, but I'm just going to say that this notation, when I see this notation, I'm going to say the answer is 3. The 4th root of 81 is 3. Maybe if I had an equation and I was being asked, maybe if I had an equation that was look like this, if I was saying 3 to what power is, no, that's not what I want. I would say this. If I have some value x to the 4th power equals 81, that equation has 2 solutions. Because I can multiply 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 and get 81, or I can do negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 and get 81. But that's not what we're talking about right here, right? Clearly what we want is if I have 4 factors of 3, that gives me the 81. Uh-oh. Can I get a negative number with a cubed root? So something times itself, I think the number is going to have to be negative, right? So I'm going to multiply, is it 4? No. 4 times 4 is 16 times 4. Oh, yeah, it is 4. That's 64. So it can't be positive 4, though, because that would give me, so it's going to be negative 4. Negative 4 times a negative 4. Turn that into, let me turn that off, times a negative 4 times a negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16, and positive 16 times a negative 4 would be negative 64. So this is equal to negative 4, right? I multiply -4 times -4 times -4, I get positive 64. So the third root of -64 is -4. And the last one, what? Well, that's 1, isn't it? Yeah, because 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. The cubed root of 1 is 1. This is equal to 1. Because 1 times 1 times 1. 3 factors of 1 multiplied together equals 1. I like how I said that. 3 factors of -4 equals -64. 4 factors of 3 gives me 81. And 3 factors of 3 gives me 27. All right, that's it.